Philadelphia. That's the scene for the Wizards. For Philadelphia, playing at a high level deep into the season, and they're hungry to keep it going tonight. Wizards, Sixers is next, right after this.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they'd like to play well to start this season's series. They haven't forgotten how this team knocked them out in the first round last season. And in this one, a fantastic matchup in the middle. Shaq, what does the ideal center bring to a basketball team?
Well, these days, it's someone who can beat you both in the post and facing up. You protect the rim, but you also got to be able to switch out on the guards.
To me, it's great centers like Hakeem. And like the big fella here, Shaq.
Well, thank you, Kenny.
You know, you can build around them with confidence. When the biggest player on the court is the best player, you really got something there.
That's for sure. That'll do it. Both teams ready to tip off. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And a moment now to look at how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up as we close out the year. Still lots of games left. Here are the rookies off and running in the early going. You take a look at Bowen. He's a ways down the ladder if the award was given out today, but there's still time in this season for him.
And to be there among the top 10 of this very talented rookie class really says a lot about his potential.
Yep, and there's a lot of competition for the ROI this season. Rookie of the Year, folks, if you're not keeping up. And as early as it is, you know, he's got plenty of time to put himself right in the middle of the running.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards.
Here we go.
They've got Jones, and it's Hines in at the shooting guard position. And for the 76ers, they've got Powell. Magician is out there with the Wizard. Then it's Cool Hands. Then it's Flash in at the 3 slot. Powell for 3, sinks the three-pointer. Clark, we have a big-time matchup with the big men down low tonight.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, you're going to see both teams double these guys because they're just too hard to handle. Otherwise, they'll have to do their work and make their decisions quickly. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Pass to the Wizard. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Jones with the ball for the Wizards. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And they swept this club in the regular season, but ended up falling to them in the playoffs.
Yeah, that just shows you never know how the regular season and playoff matchups are going to play out. I mean, who knows how it plays out tonight? We'll watch and find out.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Cool Hands. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. And the pass to Powell. Here's Magician. Shot clock at 3. Shot from the wing. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. To the inside. Jones. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Magician passes to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Magician, defended by Jones. Passes to Powell. Here's Flash. Pass pass to Powell. Shoots the three. Nailed from three-point land. Powell's got a couple of threes now in the first for Philadelphia. Right side, Jones. Pass to Bowen. Ball's knocked loose. He's got a clear path. Finished off the break.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Jones, the pass to Bowen. It's Jones on the wing. That's tipped. Here's Cool Hands. Now Powell. Now the pass to the Wizards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Elbow. Two.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Shooting two.
The first one falls, and the Wizards making a change here. Aldrin's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Wizards trail by 5. They get a hand on it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scores in the NBA from last year's campaign. Well, you look at Flash, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Here's Flash. The Wizard passes to Flash. There's the triple. Cans it from downtown. 9 points for prime time.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
See the stats for Powell. How he did last season. 10th in field goal percentage, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Here's Bowen. Jones makes it off the glass.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Sixers.
Dudley against Jones. The Wizard passes to Pop. Now here's Dudley, defended by Jones. And Jones sends it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Big Daddy's checked in for Philadelphia. Clutch, he's checked in for the Wizards. .158 left in the first quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Jones with the stuff.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one
Yeah,
up.
the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Wizards. 4 on the clock. A 3 from Dudley. Philadelphia with the new shot clock. Misses the baby hook. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Knicks in New York. To the left wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Sykes. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now here's Powell. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Endor. The dish to Powell. Passes it to Endor. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Baldwin. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Pass to Clutch. High post shot. And too long on the shot.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution for the Wizards. Derek Bergman.
It's Powell on the wing. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. 6 to shoot. Here's Endor for 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Wizards trail by 7. They've got Big Daddy, and it's Endor in at the 3. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Here's Bowen. Drains the three-pointer. Bowen's got 5 points so far. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter, and DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
Here's Clutch. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Pass to Baldwin. Shot clock at 6. Jump shot is good that time. Baldwin's got his first basket of the night. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. The pass to Big Daddy. Dishes it to Dudley. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Pass to Clutch. Here's Baldwin. Guarded by Powell. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Baldwin.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Teams changing it up here. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Jones. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into. Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Drills it from outside.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Cool Hands, defended by Jones. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Puts up a 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
Wizards trail by 7. Takes it from 10. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to Flash. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Gardner. Good as the jump shot falls. 5 points in the game.
Oh, great move there. That spin just dusted the defense.
Pass to Flash. There's the pass to the Wizard. 4 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 5. They're playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Now here's Jones. Releases, nails the baby hook. Jones has got his second basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Cool Hands, defended by Jones. Passes it to Endor. Here's Flash. Here's Cool Hands. Drops in the tray. Cool Hands got 5 points so far.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Right side, Jones. Comes up empty down low.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's the Wizard. And Jones sends it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Wizards making a switch here. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Gordon. It's deflected. Cool hands passes to Pop. Here's the Wizard, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living and they're living good, baby.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling. Like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle style.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible game from primetime.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Wizards trail by 8. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Jones, and it's Bowen in at the 4 spot. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jones. He's off from 17 feet.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Now here's Jones to the right side. Poke loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Mark, we're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on that?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Wizards trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 8.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Cool Hands. He's got 5. Powell for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Bowen. Here's Hines. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Cool hands passes to Flash. Poked away, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
That's a jump ball.
Got a piece of it. And the Wizards with possession. Wizards trail by 7. Outside, Jones. He can't get that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They've led by as much as 10. It's good. That's 7 points for cool hands.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Gardner. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 8. He gets that one. The Wizards got 4 this quarter.
Boy, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Hines, guarded by Powell. Jones in the post. Pass to Bowen. Here's the 3. That shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Jones after the Sixers pick up 2. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. One guy has been getting it done is prime time.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault. Now at some numbers for Jones. Last season's performance for him: 5th in blocks, 15th in steals, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And he was a shot blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Now here's Jones. And the pass to Baldwin from downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here's Endor. Powell kicks to Endor. .153 left in the third quarter. Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf. and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. Good on both. There's a minute 47 left in the third. The 76ers leading by 8. And here is Dudley, down low, and another turnover here by Philadelphia. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. Here's Baldwin. 1:32 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Clutch, guarded by Powell. Misses from close range.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Powell. He's got 15. Here's Endor. Sinks the three-pointer. Endor's got 8.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Here's Clutch. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the basket by Jones.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Bradley with it. Passes to Powell. Clock at 6. Rebounded by Bowen.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Clutch. Rebound by Endor.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Powell. Can't hit from 12.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Jones for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead, up by 9. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
We're playing fine. Everything's good. The turnovers have been well-intentioned. We're not giving up fast break stuff. We just got to pick up the intensity and the energy a little bit.
Now taking the positive approach with his team right there.
Encouragement, confidence. I love the approach.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Flash, is it out there with Powell, and it's Dudley in at the points. Count that one.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
It's Powell on the wing. And Jones sends it back. Sykes, guarded by Powell. And Jones now atop the key. Here's Clutch. Pass to Baldwin. 3-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
You know, Greg, I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps it was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
The pass to Clutch. Shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Clutch has got 4 points this quarter. The 76ers lead it. Now Dudley. Here's Flash. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Washington calls timeout. One guy has been getting it done is prime time.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Cool Hands. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Fires the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Wizards trail by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gardner. Rebound by the 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Flash. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Gardner passes to Jones. Jones up top. And it's blocked. Here's Cool Hands. Shoots off the step back. Good. He hits the jump shot. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Flash gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Jones. Looking to get back on track here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. And if you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
And so Jones nails both of them. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Rebounded by the Wizards.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
1:39 left in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Flash. There's the 3. Rebounded by Bowen. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Washington. 8-point game. 1:12 left here in the fourth quarter. Lays it up off the glass. And that's now 7 points for Flash.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the 76ers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for prime time.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 10. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Prime Time.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Cool Hands. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. Here's Flash. No good that time. Now Washington takes it the other way.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Cool Hands, defended by Jones. Here's Powell. That one, no good. So Philadelphia wins it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.